A very good evening to one and all. On behalf of Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust and Pune Business School, I, Dr. Anish Karya, extend my warm welcome to one and all. Let me introduce first to you all to the Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust. Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust was established in the year 1990 by a renowned philanthropist and social activist late Sri Shankarrao Bajirao Patil with a mission to serve the society. In a relatively short span of time, PCET has extended its family, including 9 institutions offering 11 diverse academic programs at school, diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD level. Pune Business School, established under the PCET, which is an upcoming institute in academia, research, and management, with a distinctive learning style and a global vision. Along with its strategic location in Pune, it is famous for its state of the art facilities and rich experienced faculty. We at Pune Business School have come up with the Master Class series for management aspirants, a series where we will be interacting with leading personalities across the various domains from corporate India who will guide us to overcome various challenges of the corporate world. Today's masterclass will be on emerging career in finance. To be specific, why make career in finance is the topic. By our guest, CA Pramod Jain. He is chairman for the Center of Excellence at Pune Business School. Let me give an opportunity to introduce Sir CA Pramod Jain, sir. He is a chartered accountant, business valuation professional, insolvency valuer, independent director, global business coach, corporate trainer, motivational speaker, and management guru. Let me add a few more aspects about the sir. He is having the rich corporate experience of 36 years in India and across the globe, all the functions relating to the finance, accounts, law, and taxation. It's great. He has a 20 years of experience as in finance head, legal head, and company secretary, wherein 6 years head of a finance academy and senior advisor at L&D Finance and ArcelorMittal, world's largest steel and mining company. For 6 years, he delivered as a global corporate trainer, business and a life coach, and inspirational speaker. Currently, he is also associated with Suratwala Business Group Limited as a independent director. He has already delivered session on corporate to the corporates more than 50 locations across the globe, including USA, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, a whole of the Europe, Russia, South Africa, Asia, Middle East. The list is unending. I would like to add few more points over here. He has trained more than 2,000 people outside India on work-life balance through yoga, pranayam, and meditation. He is also visiting and guest faculty to the various renowned management institutes like Pumba, Vamnicom, NIA, MCCI, Yeshida. SBI training is also being conducted on the various topics over the period of time. He has already trained more than 10,000 people from 60 different countries across the globe and about 25,000 people within India. I would like to add to the credit to the sir is that he has already published 2 different books. One of them is Finance for Value Creation, which is available on Amazon, Flipkart, as well as on the Kindle. Whereas the second book, one more interesting topic, that is You Are a Born Winner. That is a motivational book for all of us, which is also available on Amazon and Flipkart. Let me introduce to once again with the qualification. Sir is having MBA in finance, CS, LLB, cost and management accountant, postgraduate diploma in financial analysis, chartered financial analyst, and chartered accountant. So many degrees, sir. It's a great, uh, huge degrees in your kitty, sir. So I would like to request you to take over the charge for the session, sir. And before we commence, I would like to request all of our participants for today's session that if you have any questions, you can write it to the comment box. And at the end of the session, we will take those questions and take the guidance from the sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ashish. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be part of this series, this master series for the management aspirants all over the world. I am sure many of the people must have logged on to Facebook or other platforms of distance learning from all over the world. And I'm really very glad because having gone through the experience of learning in finance for more than 3 decades now, I have come to the conclusion that in today's world, it is absolutely essential that you need to have a good understanding of finance. And good understanding of finance because finance is one activity which is key to every other activity. And I'm particularly glad to be part of this series because for me it's a passion. What I have undergone and learned in my life, I always feel that I have a duty to share this learning with all the management aspirants all over the globe and help them carve out their career in finance. And why do I say this? It is because having come to this stage in my life, and when I look back, I realize that mentoring and guidance plays a very, very important role. I'm sure if I would have had the kind of guidance and the kind of mentoring PBS, Pune Business School, is planning, if I would have got the same kind of mentoring and guidance in the initial part of my career, I'm sure my career would have taken even larger heights. And that is the reason when I was given this opportunity by Pune Business School of PCET, I very gladly accepted and I said, yes, I would like to, I would be happy and delighted to deliver a few sessions on how to build emerging careers in finance and on different aspects of it. Now, let me start this session with a story. And uh, why with a story? Because it's in my experience that examples are always good to explain a particular concept that you are talking about. Once in a plane, four passengers were flying together. And let me tell you, friends, before I give you that story, uh, over next 4 days on different dates, as have been communicated through the e-platforms. What we are going to cover, four topics. Number one, we would cover today why make a career in finance, which is so critical and crucial, which I intend to share with all the aspirants who have joined this group from across the globe. In the second session, as part of this master series, we will talk about career opportunities in finance. And I can tell you, friends, today the basket of career opportunities in finance are huge, are huge. Today, the people who wish to make their career in finance have got so many options, so many choices. And let me tell you, each and every choice, each and every option is better than the other. So we would, on the second day, we would talk about, I think that's on 2nd February, we would be talking about the career opportunities in finance. That means what all you can choose when it comes to a career in finance. Then we would talk about role of finance professionals. And remember, all of you, uh, to choose a career in finance, of course, is going to add tremendous value to your career without any doubt. But to really make a positive impact, to really make an impact on the society, on the economy of the country, you need to be very clear about role of finance professionals. So in the third day, we will be discussing the role of finance professionals as to what are the expectations of the industry from the finance people, of the expectations of the economy from the finance people. And that is what we would cover in the third session. And finally, the fourth day of this master series, we would be covering how to become a successful finance professional. So choosing a line in finance is what we would tell you, and role that you need to play and you need to be aware as a finance professional also we would tell you. And finally we would also be discussing together as to how to become a successful finance professional. And remember, friends, that is very, very crucial and critical for every one of us. Those of you who are at the threshold of making your career at this point in time, I can tell you, I have passed through the same phase in my life once, and I can experience, I can feel as to what must be going on in your minds today when you are attending this program. And it's going to be our endeavor together with the Pune Business School and the Center for Excellence in Finance. It would be our endeavor to make your journey of making career in finance tremendously enjoyable, entertaining, enriching, and beneficial to you and everyone around you. That is what we would definitely do. As a matter of fact, friends, let me tell you at this point in time, we in Pune Business School, in the Center for Excellence in Finance, we have set a target for ourselves. And the target that we have set for ourselves is we plan to make Pune Business School and the Center for Excellence in Finance a world-class institute in next 5 years. So we are going to work with that zeal, that enthusiasm, that zest, that commitment, that dedication, that vision, and that mission. That in 5 years' time, TVS must be known in the whole world for imparting knowledge in finance, and that is what is our vision, and that is what is our mission. And I'm sure all of you becoming part of this journey will definitely enjoy this journey together with us. Let me come back this story that I was telling you to signify as to why finance is very important for everyone. Now, once in a plane, four passengers were flying together, and these passengers were my friend. These passengers were a monk, a president of a country, a small child, and my friend Rasochi. So four people were traveling together: president of a country, a monk, a small child, and my friend Rasochi. They were flying together, and suddenly they realized that their plane developed a technical problem. And since the plane developed a technical problem, it had to crash land. And they realized that the plane has developed a technical problem. It is going to crash land. And they realized that unfortunately, they had only three parachutes. So three parachutes, four passenger, and the plane was going to crash. It meant only three people could survive, and one person will have to die with the plane. So they immediately had an emergency meeting, and they said, look, our plane is going to crash. We only have three parachutes, and we are four. So only three people can survive. One person will have to die. So the criteria is the three people who are important among us, each one of them will pick up a parachute and jump and save their life. The fourth one, who is not so important, will have to die with the plane. So the president of the country got up and he said, look, I'm the president of my country. I'm the most important person on this earth. I have got all the rights to survive. So he very authoritatively picked up one parachute, jumped, and saved his life. Then my friend Rasochi, he thought that monk will get a chance. But as far as the child is concerned, I don't know whether I stand a chance in front of this child or not as far as importance is concerned. So he thought to himself, why take a chance? Rasochi looked here and there, quietly picked up one parachute, jumped, and saved his life. So now two passengers, Pope and the child, the monk and the child. So the monk told the boy, look, boy, I have lived my life, so you don't worry about me. We still have one parachute left. You take it, jump, and save your life. So the boy replies, no, father, we still have two parachutes. That Rasochi uncle, in a hurry, has gone down with my school bag. Now remember, friends, in today's world, it doesn't really matter as to whether you are from marketing function or from HR function or from IT function or in the international trade or in IT function or in project or in treasury or in costing. In today's world, it doesn't really matter as to what function do you belong, what area do you specialize. You are in production, you are in marketing, you are in HR, you are in operations, doesn't really matter. In today's world, what matters is whether you know finance or not. And if in today's world, if you do not know finance, then it is exactly like jumping from a plane without a parachute. So in today's world, if you really want to make a success out of yourself, you have to ensure that you have a good understanding of finance. And friends, that is what is our vision. That is what is our mission, that we should be able to emerge in next 5 years a world-class institution imparting knowledge in finance, world-class knowledge in finance. We in PBS, in Center for Excellence in Finance, we plan to produce the world-class leaders in finance, people who should be able to guide the destiny of mega corporations, and that is what is our vision as far as the PBS is concerned, as far as the Center for Excellence is concerned. I'm sure you must be wondering as to where did I get this idea and how it is going to be possible. Now let me share with you friends a secret. And the secret is power of subconscious. Power of subconscious. All of you are very young. And I can tell you, I discovered the power of subconscious in my life much later. But you are fortunate because you are going to discover the power of subconscious at a very early stage in your life. I discovered this power of subconscious accidentally, but you are getting to know of this power of subconscious by choice, by design, in from someone who has experienced this power of subconscious. Now, what is this power of subconscious, friends? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what is this power of subconscious. Like you today, I'm sure most of you must be in your final year of graduation and must be looking forward to join an MBA program for your career. Same was the case with me. Same was the case with me. When I finished my graduation, I had two choices in terms of career option. The first choice was to become a chartered accountant because I was a commerce graduate. So the first choice was to become a chartered accountant. My father also wanted me to become a chartered accountant because that time chartered accountancy was very popular. It is popular today also, but that time it was even more popular. But I realized when I gathered information about chartered accountancy, I realized that it would take me 4 years before I would complete my chartered accountancy. And after completing chartered accountancy, and remember, it would take me 4 years. That was my expectation. But in case of chartered accountancy, you are never sure because they say the chartered accountancy CA would the full form of CA is come again, come again, come again, come again. So normally, assuming that I would have passed the exam in the normal course, it would take me 4 years to pass the exam. It would take me another 4 years to get established in my practice as a chartered accountant. And I thought to myself, having become an adult to depend on your parents' income is something which that idea I did not really like. So I said, no, I will not do chartered accountancy. I will do MBA. Incidentally, friends, let me tell you, I did my graduation from a college in Hindi medium. Till my graduation, till my third year of BCom, I wrote all my exams in Hindi. So, debit entry, credit entry, or what a balance sheet and profit and loss, everything, economics, business, commercial, acts, and everything I wrote in Hindi. So till graduation, I was in Hindi medium, but I decided that I would do MBA. And why did I decide to do MBA? Because I thought MBA का मतलब ये है, it would take me 2 years to pass the exam, to clear the exam, to complete the course. And once I complete the course, I'm an MBA, I would get a job and I would start earning and become independent with my own income. And instead of taking help from my parents, I would be able to help my parents. That was the thought process which I had in my mind. And that time I discovered the difference between MBA and BCom, MBA and CA. What was the difference between MBA and CA? The difference between MBA and CA was, in CA, entry was easy, exit was difficult. And in MBA, entry was difficult, exit was easy. Because once you get admission into an MBA program, after 2 years, you are bound to be completing the course. So I decided to pursue MBA program, prepare for MBA program, and I did prepare for MBA program, working very hard, despite the fact that I was coming from a vernacular background, despite the fact that I was coming from Hindi medium. I prepared for English, and with God's grace and with my efforts and blessings of my elders, I got admission in one of the best institutes in Pune of MBA program. I was in Rajasthan. I did my graduation from Ajmer. Very proudly, very happily, I came to Pune. And when I entered the classroom of my MBA class on the first day, my chest was swelling with the pride. I was so happy that I'm going to enter MBA class and all that. But by the time the day got over, all my happiness, all my jubilation, all my exuberance, everything came down. And why it came down? Because in the classroom in which I was sitting for whole day, in that class there were 60 students, and out of those 60 students, 69 were from English medium, and there was one student who was from Hindi medium. And that one student who was from Hindi medium was me. And you can imagine, 59 students talking Farratedar English. And I was absolutely hesitant, because it's not that I could not speak English. I could read English. I could write English. I could understand English. I could speak also English in English, provided I was alone. But in front of 69 students who were speaking in a Farratedar English, I was really completely nervous. And the day somehow passed. Second day, when I entered my class, my confidence was low. And everybody in the class realized that I have a problem with English. And you can imagine that at that age, some students are extremely supportive, extremely cooperative, but some students are not so cooperative. Rather, they are lackluster. As some of them realized that I had a problem with in English. So the second day was very difficult. Third day was even more difficult. I said, Arey, looks like I have come to a wrong place. This is not the place for me. What I should do, I should go back. I should go back to Rajasthan, forget about MBA, because MBA is not for me. And I will go back to Rajasthan, attend CA program. Let it take 10 years, doesn't really matter. Let my father spend more money on my education, doesn't really matter. I can't stay in this place anymore. And therefore, on the third day, when I left the classroom, when I left the institute for my place where I was staying in a boarding, I left with an intent that this is my last day in this institute. Tomorrow I am not going to come back. Tomorrow I will pack up and go back to Rajasthan. So that is what exactly I did. I went to my boarding, and in the evening I reached my boarding room, and I packed up everything of mine with an intent that tomorrow evening was the train that I had to catch, that was Jhelum. And I said, okay, tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock, I will leave, go to the railway station, pick up the train, and go back to Rajasthan and forget about everything. My room partner tried to console me, tried to persuade me, but I said, no, I'm sorry, it's not possible. It's not my cup of tea. It is beyond me. So I'm just going. So, all right. So 4 o'clock was the time. And it was the time for me to leave for the railway station. मैं कुर्सी पे बैठा था, कुर्सी से उठ के खड़ा हुआ, और एक ही बैग था मेरे पास, ज्यादा सामान नहीं था, बिकॉज पूना में आए हुए 4-5 दिन ही हुए थे. और मैंने वो बैग को उठाया. जैसे ही मैंने वो बैग को उठाया, मुझे करंट लगा, एक झटका लगा, और एक अंदर से आवाज आई. और उस आवाज ने मुझसे कहा कि देख भाई, अगर तू ये मैदान छोड़ के जाना चाहता है तो जा, तेरी मर्जी, बिकॉज तेरी जिंदगी का तू मालिक है, हम कौन होते हैं डिसाइड करने वाले। तू जाना चाहता है तो जा, तेरी मर्जी, पर एक बात याद रखना कि अगर तू ये मैदान छोड़ के आज भागा तो पूरी जिंदगी तू ये काला दाग अपने मस्तिष्क से हटा नहीं पाएगा कि तू एक दिन मैदान छोड़ के भागा। मेरे हाथ पैर कांप गए, पूरी तरह से हिल गया मैं। बैग को मैंने छोड़ा, कुर्सी पे बैठ गया और मन में ख्याल आया, यार बात तो सही है, बात तो सही है कि अगर आज मैं ये मैदान छोड़ के चला गया तो वाकई मैं जिंदगी में कुछ भी कर लूं, कुछ भी बन जाऊं, पीछे मुड़ के देखूंगा तो कभी ना कभी ये बात याद आएगी कि एक दिन मैदान छोड़ के भागा। तो मैंने कहा नहीं यार, ऐसा तो नहीं करेंगे, ये दाग जिंदगी भर कैरी नहीं करेंगे। मैं बैठ गया और उस दिन मैंने पक्का किया। क्या पक्का किया? ये पक्का किया कि जिस इंग्लिश की वजह से मेरे मन में मैदान छोड़ने का भाव आया, मेरे मन में ये डर का भाव आया, एक दिन उसी इंग्लिश में पूरी दुनिया में जाके टीच करूंगा, ट्रेन करूंगा, पूरी दुनिया में जाके टीच करूंगा, ट्रेन करूंगा। और ये जो भाव था, ये जो फीलिंग थी, ये मैंने बड़े मजबूती से मेरे मन में बिठा ली कि नहीं, मैं भागूंगा नहीं, बल्कि जिस इंग्लिश की वजह से मेरे मन में डर पैदा हुआ, एक दिन उसी इंग्लिश में पूरी दुनिया में जाके टीच करूंगा, पूरी दुनिया में जाके ट्रेन करूंगा। मैंने बैग रखा, बैग खोला और अगले दिन बड़े कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कॉलेज गया। हिम्मत से बैठा क्लास में, बात करना शुरू किया, बोलना शुरू किया। पहला दिन निकल गया, थोड़ा आराम हुआ, दूसरा दिन और आराम हुआ, तीसरा दिन और आराम हुआ। ऐसा करते करते पूरा सेमेस्टर निकल गया। पहला सेमेस्टर निकल गया, ठीक से निकल गया, अच्छे मार्क्स आए, गॉट अ गुड मार्क्स। सेकेंड सेमेस्टर आई गॉट सेकेंड rank in the university. In third semester, I topped the university. And before I could pass, I had a job in my hand. And that is power of subconscious. But remember, ये कहानी यहाँ खत्म नहीं होती है, ये कहानी और आगे बढ़ती है, ये कहानी और आगे बढ़ती है। MBA करके दो निकला, जॉब किया, प्लेसमेंट के थ्रू, कंपनी के इंस्टीट्यूट के थ्रू जॉब मिला, वो जॉब किया, जॉब करता रहा मन में। लेकिन ये भाव, पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस, एंड फ्रेंड्स, दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड लाइक टू टेल एवरी वन ऑफ यू, यू हैव दैट पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस, मेक यूज ऑफ इट, make use of it, because with the power of subconscious you can conquer the world, and literally you can conquer the world. तो ये जो भाव था वो मन में बहुत स्ट्रांग रहा कि एक दिन इंग्लिश में पूरी दुनिया में जाके मैनेजमेंट टीच करना है, पूरी दुनिया में जाके मैनेजमेंट ट्रेन करना है। फिर मन में चूंकि ये भाव था तो कहीं ना कहीं और पढ़ने की इच्छा जागृत होती रही। तो MBA फिनिश करने के बाद मैं कंपनी सेक्रेटरी का कोर्स किया, फिर LLB का कोर्स किया, फिर कॉस्ट एंड अकाउंटेंसी का कोर्स किया, फिर CFA का कोर्स किया, फिर LLB का कोर्स किया। जॉब भी करते रहे और पढ़ाई भी चलती रही, साथ करते करते 20 साल निकल गए। 20 साल इंडस्ट्री में काम कर लिया एज CFO, फाइनेंस हेड, legal head and company secretary. For 20 years I worked in the industry and doing very well. And then a thought crossed my mind, power of subconscious. Then a thought crossed my mind, अरे यार, ये जिंदगी अपने को एक बार मिलती है, तो अपने को वो करना चाहिए जो अपने मन का हो। So we get this life only once, and therefore I must do something that I love and like. And that time I got a message in my mind that what I love and like is teaching and training. तो मैंने डिसाइड किया, let me quit my job for 2 years. For 2 years I will do teaching and I will do training. After 2 years my desire of teaching and training will be fully satisfied. I will come back to the industry बिकॉज 10 डिग्रियां हो गई थी तब तक, 20 साल का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस था एज फाइनेंस हेड, लीगल हेड, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी. सो आई थॉट कि 2 साल के बाद दोबारा जॉब मिलने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए. So I told my company to relieve me in February 2004. My company finally relieved me at the end of August 2004. I left the job, started teaching and training. And started teaching and training all over the country. 2 साल निकल गए, 3 साल निकल गए, 4, 5, 6 साल निकल गए. The idea of going back to the industry did not cross my mind. I was enjoying the teachings and training so much. And then power of subconscious. Remember, anything that you decide to achieve very strongly in your mind and keep watering it continuously day in and day out, one day that seed fructifies for sure. So in the 7th year, I got a call from a company called ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal is world's largest steel making company and mining company. And mind you, I did not apply for a job in ArcelorMittal. I did not apply for job in any company for that matter, because I was enjoying teaching and training in any case. The call comes automatically, completely out of the blue, and the gentleman on the other side offers me that, would you like to join us for teaching and training in finance? And they offered me a job, and I said, all right, it looks to be good, but please tell me, what will I have to do? They said, if you join us, you will do the same thing that you are doing in India today. The only difference is, if you join us, you will do it globally. Power of subconscious. 20 years back, sitting in my boarding room, I had decided that one day in this same English, I will go and teach the world in English and train in English the management. And here the opportunity knocked at my door by itself, power of subconscious. And my friends, I want to tell every one of you, become aware of this power of subconscious. This power of subconscious can really do wonders for you. So obviously, when the offer was given to me, and it was so good in all respect, because earlier as a freelance corporate trainer, I was doing everything by myself with a very little staff. And here I had an opportunity where my cash flow was fixed and where the market was fixed. The only thing that I needed to travel to different locations across the globe, deliver the training programs, and come back to India. And you know, what can you expect in life better than this? So this is what exactly happened. And friends, and this is how this is how I joined ArcelorMittal, was with them, and was with them for 6 years. During those 6 years, delivered training programs in finance, on various aspects of finance. You think of it, and I delivered program on that topic in ArcelorMittal all over the world on 30 different topics, and delivered these programs in more than 50 locations within the group across the globe, and delivered in America, Asia, Russia, Africa, Middle East, everywhere. Power of subconscious. Because if you determine that I want to achieve it, and keep reinforcing that thought, remember, the whole existence will help you to realize that. So I delivered these programs in more than 50 locations. Here are some of the pictures that you can see on the screen. So this is a program which is finance for non-finance that I delivered in America, Europe, Russia, Africa, Middle East, and Asia. And this is another program which is on corporate restructuring, leadership, and work-life balance, which was in Poland. And then, of course, delivered more than 100 topics on motivation and keynote address all over the globe. And some more program on business and life coaching, coaching thousands of people, thousands of senior and middle level executives, businessmen and entrepreneurs all over the world, how to manage business finance efficiently and effectively, offering end-to-end solutions on various aspects of finance. And that is what I did for those 6 years and thereafter. Remember, the English, that was so difficult for me that I got a thought that I must leave the institute because I cannot handle English. Power of Subconscious. In the same English, friends, I have authored 2 books. So when I left ArcelorMittal, first thing I did, I authored a book on finance for value creation. And why did I do that? And that is because in the all over the world, whenever I would go and deliver a training program in finance, invariably the participants will come at the end of the program and would ask me, sir, whatever you have taught is really very useful. Can you please refer a book on finance that we can use for this purpose? I knew it very well. There are a lot of good books available on finance. Unfortunately, what is relevant to everybody is not available in one single book. And when I left ArcelorMittal, I thought, why not to do that? And I authored this book, Finance for Value Creation, which is already becoming international bestseller. And this book, of course, is available on Flipkart, Amazon, Kindle, and so many e-portals. And that is Finance for Value Creation. Having done that, then another thought crossed my mind. I said, whatever I have experienced in my life, I must share. And invariably, it would happen. People would ask as to how do you do it? How do you do it? And it is very difficult to really explain to someone in 5 minutes as to how do you do it. It is really difficult to explain to somebody as to what all resources and strength you have. So I said, all right, why not write another book? And then I authored my second book, and that is You Are a Born Winner. Just be aware of it. Remember, this is not a title. This is not a title. You are a born winner. Just be aware of it is not a title. It is a statement, because every one of us, without any exception, is a born winner. Is a born winner. Every one of us. So when I say every one of us, please remember, I don't mean to say only the people who are listening to me on the different platforms of e-platforms. No. When I say that every one of us has everything that is required, every one of us is a born winner. When I say, it means everyone on this earth is a born winner. Everyone on this earth has got everything that is required to live your life in joy, bliss, and happiness and ecstasy. Everyone on this earth has got everything that is required to live your life in joy, bliss, and also help others to live their life in joy and bliss. So I said, all right, let me author this book. And here is the book, You Are a Born Winner. And this book it tells everyone as to what are the strengths that every one of us have. What are the things that we need to manage so as to ensure that we live happily and we help everybody also live happily. Power of subconscious. A youngster, a newcomer to Pune who could not speak English in front of 2 people. The same person goes and writes 2 books in English, and those 2 books are becoming on the verge of becoming international bestseller. It is power of subconscious. If you decide, you can do it. It's not that you can do it. You will definitely do it. You only need to decide it. Not only this, then I also realized that there is a need. There is a need to create awareness more in the minds of the professionals, chartered accountants, cost accountants, company secretaries, lawyers, MBAs. There is a need to make them more aware. Aware of what? Aware of work-life balance. Aware of what? Aware of health. Aware of fitness. And that is how I thought, how can I do that? And I cultivated a passion of cycling. Because cycling, remember, is a fantastic tool for physical fitness and also for mental fitness. So I'm a passionate cyclist. I last year I did cycling to Europe, and then in this month itself, from 5th January to 9th January, we, a group of 20 friends, cycled from Pune to Goa, covering a distance of 580 kilometers. And why? Because cycling is damn good for fitness. Why? Because I want to create awareness in the minds of professional brothers and sisters and make them realize that money is good. You must earn it as much as you can. As a matter of fact, everybody on this earth must more money than what Warren Buffett, Ratan Tata, and Bill Gates together have earned, but not at the cost of your health. health you have to take care of. Nothing on this earth can substitute your health, and your health only you can take care of. Every work in the company, in the business, in the home, you can delegate to somebody. But as far as fitness is concerned, for your fitness, you are only responsible. And remember, if you as a professional take care of your health, the people who are working around you, the people who are working with you also get a message. They also get inspired. They also get motivated seeing you cycling, seeing you taking care of your fitness. They start becoming fitness, and it becomes infectious, and this is how it spreads. And you can imagine, if everyone on this earth is maintaining a good health, believe me, this world will become on that day itself a heaven. So I'm a very passionate cyclist, and not only a passionate cyclist, but also a marathoner. So I run marathon very regularly, and not only run marathon, but I run otherwise also very regularly. So this is a marathon that I completed in Nasik. It is known as Stone Ridge Valley Marathon. It was around Trimbakeshwar. I'm sure many of you must have been to Trimbakeshwar, and I'm sure some of you must be joining from Trimbakeshwar or Nasik. And this is what I did. And then, of course, many of those marathons all over the world. Now, friends, with this understanding and this passion, let us now come and discuss why make a career in finance. Why make a career in finance? Please remember, all the avenues are open for career. Marketing is a good avenue for career. Production is a good avenue for career. HR is a good avenue for career. IT is a good avenue for career. Operation is good avenue for career. All the options are available, are good for career. But finance has got a special place. And why finance has got a special place as far as career is concerned? And that is because, number one, financial literacy is must for everyone. Financial literacy is must for everyone. And everyone mean including you and me also. And remember, friends, when you take a decision in your life about career or about anything, you really got to be careful. And why you got to be careful? Because if you make a mistake, then whatever you may do, howsoever you may pray, that mistake cannot be undone. And therefore, when you are taking a career decision, you be conscious of everything and take a right decision. Otherwise, what can happen is something that happened with this small child. You know, before the lockdown, I was invited to deliver a program in Dubai, and the gentleman who had invited me to conduct that program in Dubai, he requested me. He said, "Sir, you are from India, and I would request you to please give me the opportunity of extending hospitality to you, home hospitality to you. So please be my guest and stay with me." So I said, "Very good, no problem." So I stayed with him. And next day morning, when we were about to leave for conducting the program, about to leave to the venue where the program was to be delivered, when I was about to leave, I saw in a prayer room in that house a small boy. The small boy, about 8 years of age, who was the son of this organizer. This small 8 years boy was praying in front of the picture of Lord Ganesha. और ये बच्चा हाथ जोड़ के वो प्रार्थना कर रहा है और बोल रहा है कि हे भगवान, दुबई को इंडिया की राजधानी बना दो। हे भगवान, दुबई को इंडिया की राजधानी बना दो। हे भगवान, दुबई को इंडिया की राजधानी बना दो। मैं जा रहा था, जाते जाते उस बच्चे के ये शब्द मेरे कानों में पड़े, तो मैं थोड़ा सा सोच में पड़ गया और मुझे लगा, यार, ये बच्चे का हिंदुस्तान का प्रेम तो बहुत जबरदस्त है, और ये भगवान के सामने खड़े होकर प्रार्थना कर रहा है कि है वो भगवान, दुबई को हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी बना दो। तो उस बच्चे का प्रेम देख के मेरा मन भर आया और मैं उसके पास में गया। मैंने कहा, बेटे, बड़ा अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपकी बात सुन के, आपके मन में इतना प्रेम है भारत के प्रति, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो बच्चा बोला, अंकल, ये बात तो सही है कि मेरे मन में भारत के प्रति बहुत प्रेम है, ये बात बिल्कुल सही है, पर मैं प्रेयर किसी और कारण से कर रहा हूं। तो मैंने कहा, भाई, प्रेयर किसी और कारण से कर रहे हो तो क्या दूसरा कारण है? तो बच्चा बोलता है कि अंकल क्या हुआ कि कल मेरा एग्जाम था और उस एग्जाम में एक क्वेश्चन था कि हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी क्या है और मैं दुबई लिख के आ गया हूं। तो इसलिए मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना कर रहा हूं कि हे भगवान, दुबई को हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी बना दो ताकि मेरा आंसर सही हो जाए। रिमेंबर, लाइफ में ऐसा कभी होता नहीं है। इफ यू मेक अ मिस्टेक, then you have to follow the consequences. So therefore, when you are making the decision, at that time take the right decision, because when you take the right decision, you enjoy the fruits of a right decision. If you take a wrong decision, then of course you suffer the regrets. And why do that? So why make a career in finance? Number one, financial literacy is must for everyone. You just cannot do about it. Doesn't really matter. Even if you're a marketing person, you need to understand what is EBITDA. Even if you're a marketing person, you need to understand what is cost of a product. Even if you are a production person, doesn't really matter. You still need to know what is the cost of the product that you are making. You are an HR person, doesn't really matter. As an HR person also, you need to find out as to what is the cost per employee of my company that I am incurring. So financial literacy is must, and that is the reason why number one as to why we should have a career in finance. Number two, in my experience, because I have traveled the whole globe and traveled to various places all over the world and interacted with top people in our group in ArcelorMittal, and otherwise also when I have delivered my training program, and which I keep on delivering now also all over the globe. I have seen the people who are sitting in the top management of the organizations. So the people who sit on the board of directors of different companies in different geographies, I have seen invariably every one of them is financially literate. Every one of them understands finance extremely well. So what does it mean? It means if you and I have to sit in the top of an organization, you and I need to have a good understanding of finance. And that is the reason why I must choose a career in finance. Opportunity to guide destiny of businesses. So remember, as finance person, what are you doing? As finance person, you are helping your organization, you are helping your company, making plans for next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. If you are working for a group, different size of group that we have in this country all over the world, you are helping those groups in formulating strategies for achieving higher growth, for achieving higher value creation. And in all those strategy preparations, in those long range plan preparation, invariably you would see that input is coming from the finance people. And therefore the third reason as to why you and I should choose to make a career in finance, uh, because you get an opportunity to guide the destiny of business. Someone is starting a small business, and a finance person is guiding the entrepreneur, guiding the businessman, and helping him grow that business big in size. So you got so many startups now. All these startups are becoming big, of course with the support of the technical people, but these technical people are getting supported by the finance people, and that is the reason why you and I should have a career in finance. Opportunity to create more value for the society. Please understand, and this is something very, very crucial. All of you are young, and as youngsters, this is what you need to understand early in your life. Early in your life, this life that the God has given to every one of us, remember, is a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity. This life that every one of us has been given by the Almighty is a wonderful opportunity for what? Wonderful opportunity for making this world a better place to live. A better place to live. That means what? That means you and I need to keep on doing day in and day out what? You and I need to keep on doing day in and day out things that will make this world a better place to live. That will make this world, that will help bring smiles and cheers on millions of people. And that is the opportunity that you get to create more value. You are working in a finance function of an organization, in different positions, you are helping the company create more value in different ways. How to bring the cost down, how to increase the productivity, how to increase the efficiency, how to add more value, how to create more value, how to expand the business, how to expand the operations, how to expand the profitability. All that you will be supporting. And that means as finance person, you get an opportunity for creating more value for the entire society. Maximize use of yourself. Please remember, this life that we have is so precious, is so precious. Forget the life. The research shows this body that we have, you know what is the worth of this body that we have? Research shows that if this body that we have is to be reconstructed, number one, it cannot be reconstructed. But even if it is to be reconstructed, how much will it cost to reconstruct a human body? They say it will cost 3,900 crores of rupees to reconstruct a human body. So this is the worth of the body itself. And can you imagine the life that we have in it? Just not possible to keep a price tag on the life that we have. But please understand, this life can be worth like Swami Vivekanand. This life can be worth like Krishna. This life can be worth like Rama. This life can be worth like Jesus. This life can be worth like so many people, Sant Jnaneshwar. This life can be worth Ratan Tata. This life can be worth with so many people. I can give you hundreds and thousands of examples. But if this life is not used well, then this life can be spent in such a way that nobody will remember. And as finance professional, you get an opportunity to maximize yourself, to get maximum value out of yourself, to make full use of yourself. And you should be, because as a finance person, you are always conscious of cost. As a finance person, you are always conscious of return. So as a finance person, you are always thinking how to maximize my return. And you understand your life is also an asset. And on this asset, also you need to maximize your return. And that is the reason I say that we must choose a career in finance. Please remember, so when I say we must choose career in finance, it does not mean that you get qualified in finance. When I say we must choose a career in finance, that means attitudinally, we must be a finance person. Superior quality of living standards. Obviously, friends, all of you are young, and I'm sure you have no responsibility at this point in time, as all your requirements are being taken care of by your parents. But मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि आप सारे के सारे यंगस्टर्स आज ये जरूर सोचते होंगे, ये मन में आपके विचार 100% आता होगा कि कब मैं जल्दी से जल्दी मेरी शिक्षा पूरी करूं, कब जल्दी से जल्दी कमाना शुरू करूं, और कमाने के बाद मेरे माता पिता ने जो मेरे लिए मेहनत करी है, मेरे लिए जो दर्द उठाए हैं, मेरे लिए जो पेन उठाए हैं, मैं कब जल्दी से जल्दी मेरे माता पिता के जीवन में थोड़ा आराम लेके आऊं. I am sure without any doubt, all of you who are listening to me on this show would definitely be thinking every day like that. So when you get a good career, when attitudinally, when you are a finance person, obviously it will also bring high quality living standard, superior quality living standard. So you would not only be able to live well for yourself, but you would also be able to take care of your parents. And not only you would be able to take care of your parents and give them all kinds of comforts, all kinds of comforts. And believe me, and I'm sure, once you become a father, you will realize that इस दुनिया में, हिंदुस्तान में नहीं बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में, जिस दिन एक आदमी पिता बनता है, उस दिन से वो अपने लिए जीना छोड़ देता है और अपने बच्चे के लिए जीना शुरू करता है. So I'm sure you are thinking like that, how to give more comforts to my parents. So when you become a person of finance attitude, and of course you bring out the superior quality living standards, you will get it, and you will be able to do it for your parents and also for your family. Tremendous application of mind for problem solving. So as a finance person, remember, business organizations are constantly facing different kinds of problems and different kinds of challenges. As the finance person, you get an opportunity to face those challenges, face those difficulties, face those problems, and be able to produce solutions to those problems and challenges. And that is what you get an opportunity to apply your mind tremendously. And finally, of course, friends, opportunities of global exposure. Today, the economy, जिस इकोनॉमी में आप पैदा हुए हैं, जिस समय में आप पैदा हुए हैं, मैं आपको ये गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूं कि हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास में समय कभी भी इतना अच्छा नहीं था. कोविड को छोड़ दीजिए, कोविड इज समथिंग व्हिच हैपेंस वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम और वंस इन अ सेंचुरी. अदरवाइज द India today is the position in which India is today. Believe me, it was never there in the past, ever since independence, definitely for sure. And therefore, today there are tremendous amount of global exposures available for committed people, dedicated people, not only in other field, but also in finance. A person like me who was not able to speak English, who was so hesitant, so afraid of English, that one day he decided to quit the institute. The same person, because of his background in finance, goes and teaches in more than 50 locations across the globe. If that can happen to me, it can definitely happen with every one of you also. So friends, with this is all I thought I would share with you today in our first session as to why to choose career in finance. Besides those reasons that I've explained to you, I am sure when you think about it, you yourself will get a lot of reasons as to why should you choose a career in finance. And more than that, please be constantly aware of power of subconscious. Power of subconscious. Not only be aware of the power of subconscious, but also make full use of it. Be God with you. Be all you achieve fantastic success. Thank you so much. So in case if there are any questions, I would be very happy to take them. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Rather, there are a few questions. We'll surely take up on this. We are exceeding a bit of time, I believe. But uh, as I believe, these questions are from the students who have already registered for this program. And on behalf of them, organizers are allowing us to go along with this question. So may I take 2 or 3 questions
Please.
for the day?
Sure, Dr. Anish.
Yes, sir. Uh, One of the question is like which says that actually I've explained the same, but they are asking for more light on that topic. Is there any constraint related to finance in a geographical manner? Just as now you have mentioned, finance is a global version. But
Yep.
people do think that if I study like chartered accountancy, will I be
Mhm.
only related to Indian context, or will I get a global exposure and I can do a career in finance through this?
Okay, that's Dr. Anish. I think that's a very good question, and I must compliment the person who has asked this question. Very relevant question. Please remember, as far as finance is concerned, there are no constraint in global mobility. And why there are no constraints for the finance people in global mobility? Because as far as finance management is concerned, it is same all over the world. So the balance sheet, the profit and loss account, the working capital management, the current ratio, the debt equity ratio, the efficiency ratios, the fund flow management, the raising of capital, deployment of capital, sources of capital, every aspect of finance is same all over the world. And since every aspect is same all over the world, global mobility is not a constraint at all. So if you are good in finance, completing a course from India, and there is an opportunity in Dubai, subject to you meeting their requirements, you can of course get an employment in Dubai. As a matter of fact, there are so many cases where people doing their studies from India in finance are employed all over the globe. No problem at all.
So I believe the grammar and the language is universal for the finance. That's I believe.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I can add here one more thing, that even the accounting is also very rapidly becoming common. So that is another very positive development on that front.
Okay, so that's a good news for the students who are aspirants towards the finance as their career choice in the near future. Sir, one more question I would like to go ahead with this, with your
Mhm.
kind permission. That they're asking, fintech startups is said that will be the future in the global era of under the finance sector. Will that sustain in a longer run or not?
Your voice was
Yes,
breaking
sir.
in between, Dr. Anish.
Yes,
If
sir.
you can please repeat the
Yes.
question once again.
They're asking that fintech startups are said to be future, especially in finance sector. The
Mhm.
fintech
Yeah,
startup.
yeah. Yes.
Will they be there in the long run, or it's a short-term tendency only?
Okay, good question. Now, remember, as far as my understanding goes, I would feel that the fintech is definitely something which is going to be there definitely for the foreseeable future. Because what is happening is the entire globe is evolving, and things are, because of the size, things are becoming complex. Since the things are becoming complex, those complexities need to be removed, and those complexities can be removed only with the help of technology. And therefore, in my view, fintech is something which, at least for next 10 years, definitely has a very good future.
Okay, that's a
And
that's a,
after 10 years, the future may be even better.
even better. So that's a good opportunity once again in the finance sector that we are letting them
Yes.
know that is a fintech. Yes, I believe we have answered their question. And one more question, I believe that will be covered in the next session. But still, post-COVID opportunities in finance sector. That is the question. And I
Okay.
believe our next session
We'll cover
will be
that
on
actually.
2nd of February, which is career opportunities in finance. But can you
Right.
throw a bit of light on the same today
Yes,
itself?
of course. Yeah, you're very good. Yes, indeed. Remember, COVID has been a problem undoubtedly. COVID has been an unprecedented problem which has impacted the entire globe. But COVID is also an amazing opportunity. Opportunity for what? Opportunity for realizing that anything can go wrong anywhere. And therefore, risk management is something which is very, very critical and very, very crucial. And therefore, as a result of COVID, I can say that risk management is one area which is going to open up more extensively than it, it was before the COVID.
So as we could see that where the COVID has impacted many other business aspects, rather the finance is going to get some good news
Yeah.
related to this risk management, insurance, and other sectors within the finance.
Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe in the next session that these topics extensively will be covered to understand what are the different opportunities before COVID, during COVID, after COVID. These topics will be there.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yes. So with this note, I would like to mention that a deep sense of appreciation to the sir as what he has shared. So CA Pramod Jain sir has given his valuable information why make a career in finance, and that we could see that simplified examples with a story, including your friend Rasochi, with a simple, short and sweet stories, and along with relevant and apt examples, like what is required and the boundaries are not there for finance as a career. So it's not, as you have explained, it's just not that I have studied in India and cannot go to US, to Dubai, or anywhere else. So it is an endless uh, platter in front of the aspirants that they can go further and excel in finance. And one of the example is in front of you only, sir, that we could see being a finance, as the notion is that we are going to be in the cabin only. It is not the situation that you are a
Yes.
global visitor, that you have visited to several countries, took the training sessions specifically in the finances. So there are certain opportunities that it is not a desk job only, the finance that we are calling it as, or the preconceived notion in the mind of the people. So thank you for sharing that information that finance is not an office job. It's a global job and we can pursue the same in the near future.
True.
And few points, that's the highlight that you have said, that top management consist of finance people in majority of the organizations, including MNCs, whereas the opportunity to guide the destiny of the business is a crucial one. Though we may have a good surrounding of those good culture in the business, but still the defining phase is with the finances. With on this note, I once again thank you, CA Pramod Jain sir, and thank you to our viewers. So if any questions left, and further questions will surely be answered through the Facebook itself. So still, if you have any questions, please post in the comment section. And we would like to request you to please join back us on 2nd of February, where we are going to cover career opportunities in the finance. And sir, in the beginning, has already explained this. The series will go ahead with the 4 different topics. So thank you. Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Anish.